Hi there, it's Professor Brown with a short video on outlining. Now, outlining is, we have two reasons why we outline. The first reason is that oftentimes a teacher will want to know what you're planning on writing, and they want to be able to give feedback to you to make sure that your ideas are looking good. Like if there's nothing missing, or maybe they want to put you in the right direction. They want to make sure that you have all that you need to write. And so the outline becomes a tool for the teacher to check up on what you're thinking. And so putting information in an outline allows the teacher and you to communicate before you spend all that time writing an essay or paper. They get to check with the outline first and point you in the right direction if we need to correct our course at all or get more information. Okay, that's the first reason. The second reason that we have an outline is the outline becomes your best friend tool for writing. If you make a really, really good outline and everything is in the right order and clear and complete, it is so fast and so easy to write your actual essay. So it's super important for you as a writer to have the time invested into creating a really great outline so that as you write, you've got a tool that makes writing easy. You'll never have that moment where you're actually sitting down and staring at a blank computer and you don't know what to write, okay? You'll have something in front of you as a tool. So that's why we have an outline. Now, we've already talked about brainstorming and clumping and ordering. And if you've brainstormed well, and if you've clumped your ideas together well, and if you have ordered your clumps and the information inside of your clumps well, you already have what you need to create an outline. Remember, outlines have an official form or format. We have to use Roman numerals for the major points. But we have what's called a 5-paragraph essay. The typical essay has 5 points or 5 Roman numerals, right? The first Roman numeral is always the introduction. The last Roman numeral is always the conclusion. And that's what we say, introduction, conclusion. We don't write anything else as the title. The second, third, and fourth Roman numerals are actually the content paragraphs. Those are the paragraphs of what you're writing about. Those are the clumps that you've come up with. And if you've come up with keyword phrases or keywords for each of those clumps, that is what goes in Roman numeral 2, Roman numeral 3, and Roman numeral 4, literally. It'll be in the blueprint of your thesis statement, and it'll also be right there next to the Roman numerals 2, 3, and 4, your 3 clump titles. Okay, so it's already done for you. Now, in your listing, if you have your ideas in order, you have to see if all of the ideas are individual ideas or if there are some ideas that kind of go with another idea. Here's what I mean. If you have all of your ideas are separate, or if you have all of your ideas that are separate, then it's just A, B, C, D, capital letters. Remember we indent and we put capital A, capital B, capital C, and our ideas are listed right there. We don't write single words because we want to know exactly what we mean. We need a phrase. And we don't write a whole sentence because then we're writing our essay. We don't need to write our essay at this point. We don't want to be locked in to a sentence in our minds that this sentence has to go in my essay. Not at this point, not in our outline. So we'll write a phrase. So A, we write a phrase from our list. B, C, we put them right in order. But if one of those A, B, C ideas, the next one seems to be a part of what I just talked about, that could be what's called a sub idea or a subsection, or sub means under, right? So if I have an idea and I have something that relates to that idea, I'm actually going to put it not as a new letter. Let's say it came under A. I'm going to now under A, indent over again and put number 1, my extra idea that goes with the A. And then a number 2, and the extra idea that goes with A as well. So these sub ideas become numbers. Make sense? Your clumped ideas are the Roman numerals 2, 3, and 4. Your listed ideas are the A, B's, and C's. And if any of those listed ideas go with or go under another idea, another A or B or C idea, they actually go with it. They have to go under it as a 1 or a 2. Now remember, in an outline, a couple things that we do, just basics. If we have an A, we have to have a B. It's a rule. We just have to do it that way, okay? if we have, and by the way, in order to make a really great paragraph, because by the way, the Roman numeral is going to become a paragraph. Everything under that Roman numeral is going to be a paragraph. And we have to have enough in our paragraph. So we have to add more than one A or a B. We have to usually have A, B, C, D. Okay. That's enough ideas to make a paragraph. So we have our A, B, C, D ideas. We are creating that into a paragraph. We are listing them in order. And if there are sub ideas, we're putting a 1 or a 2. And by the way, we have to have a number 2 if we have a number 1. If we have an A, we have to have a B. If we have a 1, we have to have a 2. Again, I didn't make up the rules, just the way the rules are, okay? So following these rules, these guidelines, we are using our indents for our capital letters and for our numbers. We are double spacing all the way through. We are using phrases, not single words or full sentences, right? These are the guidelines that we have. And we're putting our ideas in order. And if we, again, write something and it doesn't seem complete, we can still add in the outline phase. Just because we didn't have it in our brainstorm doesn't mean that we can't add it in. You might have, again, a light bulb moment like, aha, oh, I can add this in here. You can do that. Don't change a whole lot from what you've already done. Don't throw away what you've done, because your brain has been thinking linearly or in a line really well up to this point. And if you've clumped things well, and if you've ordered things well in your list, you should be good to go to translate all of that into an outline.